Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Well, I can't be so unique that I'm the only one that's struggling to try and chant my 16 rounds and follow the 4 regulative principles. I'm not so unique that I'm the only one. Everybody else has got it down, right? Everybody else has reached perfection. Well, Hare Krishna, I don't know, maybe they have. I just can't see that I would be the only one struggling. I'm the only one struggling. Everybody else is... No, I don't think so. Oh boy, phew. The last 3 or 4 days, it's just been a lot of stuff to do during the day. And, like, trying to get stuff done. It's just stuff, you know. Life is like that. You got to get things done to maintain your living situation. Different things you have to do. And struggling to get these 16 rounds. Last night I was up till 2 in the morning trying to get the 16 done before I took rest. And the later it gets like that, the more tired you are, the less you can concentrate, the more everything spaces out. And you're doing like 1 round an hour if you're lucky. Just awful. Just awful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I didn't get to rest till after 2, so which means I couldn't get up until really late. And then I had to take extra rest. And now it's, it's 7:30 at night. Starting to slow down, you know, when the sun goes down, you know, 2, 4, 6, 8. I still have 7 rounds left today. So I can't be the only one struggling like this. I just don't see it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's like the mind is like, when you're chanting, you're really hearing the chanting, you're taking shelter of the transcendental sound vibration. Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's like a lake or a pool. It becomes very clear, crystal clear, and peaceful, calm. And then when you're busy, like doing all kinds of stuff and interacting with people and trying to get things done, it's the mode of passion, basically. But what can you do? You have to get things done. You have to deal with people. And it's like it gets all stirred up. The mind gets all stirred up. And all the stuff from the bottom, which settled down and was nice, the lake was nice and clear, it all gets stirred up and muddy. And the lake gets all yucky and muddy, like your mind. So it's kind of like what's going on today. The last 3 or 4 days, everything was all stirred up. And this one and that one and the other one, and this one needs that and that one needs this, and we got to do this, and it's all stirred up, all stirred up. So now today, taking a little extra rest and chanting, just clear all of that out of there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Because the mind holds on to those impressions, those interactions. This one said that, and this one said that. The mind holds on to all of that. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Just gotta let it go. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Like that, one of my favorite little, I don't know where it comes from. It might be a Zen thing, I don't know. Maybe an old Bengali folk tale or something, I don't know, folklore. But 2 monks are walking, and they're on a little journey. They're going from village to village. And at one point they have to cross a river, and the current is a little strong that day. And there's an old woman sitting on the shore, and she's crying. So one of the monks asks, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" And she explains, "My daughter lives on the other side of the river with her family, and she's very sick, and I want to go and help her, but I can't cross the river. This current is too strong." So the monk, he says, "Well, I'll take you across. We're going across. I'll take you across." And he put her, you know how you do, somebody sits and their legs are hanging down and they're sitting there on your shoulders. And he took her across the river, and then he put her down. "Oh, thank you so much. God bless you." "You're welcome. No problem." And he walks along. And so his companion, the other monk says, "I don't believe you did that. We're celibate. We're not even supposed to talk to a woman or look at a woman. And you picked her up and you put her on your shoulders and you carried her across it. I can't fathom this. How can you do that? How can you do that?" So he doesn't say anything, and he just keeps walking. And a few minutes later, the other one pipes up again. Same thing. "I don't believe that was a woman. How could you? Blah, 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 blah." And they're walking along, and he pipes up again. "I gotta go." He can't. It's bothering him. It's in his mind. So the one that actually picked the woman up, carried her across, and put her down, he says, "Look, it's true. I picked her up. I put her on my shoulders. I carried her across the river. And then I put her down. You're still carrying her." So the mind's like that. I know how the monk could do that and still keep his celibacy, because he saw it as service. He was service orientated. He saw it as service. He wanted to help somebody. So he was freed from any kind of reaction for doing that, because it was service. So he was a little pure-hearted. The other one was struggling with his senses, and he was agitated. He couldn't get to the platform of service, all he could think about was controlling his senses. So he was agitated. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. That's what the mind's like. It holds on to things. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh boy, does it hold on to stuff. Oh my God. It's like, it never forgets the garbage, but can't remember the nectar. It'll go over garbage like endlessly, like pick at open sores, make them bleed again. Remember when that happened? Oh, that horrible thing. And pick at it, and pick at it, and pick at it. And garbage. It never forgets. But the nectar, the transcendence, it doesn't even remember. Hare Krishna. Silly mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Maha mantra. Great benediction for delivering the conditioned souls. Jai. So I can't imagine that I'm the only one struggling. It's beyond my mind to imagine that I'm the only one struggling to get my 16 rounds done. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.